quite a shift of mentality that has to take place, going from, you know, this very much just this bootstrapping, you know, mentality to all of a sudden, you know, now I've got some money to use, but, you know, enough that it could run out if I'm, you know, if I'm not careful, and if I don't actually get the model correctly, you know, really correctly as well. So so for me, it's, I mean, I'm wanting to stay as lean as possible. So that means I've been able to, you know, outsource the functions that that allows me to, you know, focus on running and growing the business. So I've got an accountant, I've got a digital marketer, you know, I've got a tech developer as well, who's going to be doing some work for me. So it's all those functions, and it's, I guess it's really, I've still got to look at the business as it's almost in a bit of a concept stage. You know, it's, I don't have enough runs on the boards yet, you know, to be able to say that this is the actual business model, you know, that's going to work, and be able to get as much market exposure as I want. I do still think there are some pivots. I mean, as recent as last week, I was talking to someone, and I really want to kind of change the business from being focused on just really helping employers to be able to get the most cost-effective outsourced solutions, to now being able to do that, and at the same time them being able to get those clearer indications of who's going to actually be a great employer. Which means that instead of where it was, where the recruiters were just going to be submitting candidates to the employer, now they're going to be submitting candidates to the employer that have been screened on my video interviewing and on my skills and behavioral based testing as well. You know, where it would have cost me $300,000 to be able to go and build my own video interviewing software and psychometric testing software. I've been able to white label what they have and use that earlier on in the process in a way that, you know, there's a very small cost to me, and
hundreds or tens of thousands of dollars worth of cost just there.
Absolutely.
You set that up yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. So, you know, being able to leverage on other, you know, relationships is really important. And yeah, absolutely have to. I mean, in the time that I've launched, there's two other businesses who are doing a similar thing to me as well, that have started up as well. So it's which is good for me, because yeah, absolutely, and that's, you know, it proves that there's a market out there for what we're doing. And it, you know, it's going to keep me on my toes.
Because so many people and hanging around this game for so long, and I remember working with a lot of early IT companies, and they'd say, there's no competitor in this market. And I'd go, well, that could mean there's no market. That's not necessarily a good thing. I mean, obviously at some stage someone's got to create a market. But you know, just say there's no competitors, it's like that, you know, the fact that you're saying, well, there are other people doing it, so there must be a market, there must be a reason to do this.
They're always competitors. They might not be doing what you do, but the service, the function is being delivered by the market somehow.
Yes, yeah, exactly that. So I mean, that's really going to be a part of the journey then for the next 12 months. And I mean, there's other parts as well of the business, obviously, that I've kind of neglected. You know, it's like, what is the actual brand, you know, what is my tone of voice, you know, how am I positioning myself in the market, you know, am I being this, you know, straight down the line corporate, you know, we're here just to save you your bottom line, or, you know, am I this kind of more of a cool, funky, you know, startup that's actually here to kind of disrupt and make your life a little bit easier. So